Welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. It's your boy Crypto G. It is Friday. How is everybody doing this Friday? Um, Sunglasses, don't worry about it. Actually, Con, can you check for me if we're live? My other screen isn't showing. It says I am. I just want to make sure if you can see it there. Then we're good to go. Um, yeah, I just had a long night, so my eyes are a little tired. So no, that's it. Just sunglasses. My eyes are tired.
Yeah, we're live.
Um, we're live? Okay, good. Actually, I'm gonna try. Actually, can you from there, can you share that link on my Facebook? You know what? I'll do
Yeah.
it now. Actually, what I want to know is, actually keep your eyes on those comments because anyone's up listening. I want to know who they have for tomorrow. For tomorrow's UFC in Toronto. It's kind of nice seeing uh all the press conferences, all the hype, and it's in Toronto, and they love man. The UFC loves the Canadian fans. Toronto, it's kind of nice. Oh, there, do you hear that? There we go. Uh, but did you hear any of that stuff? I don't know if I sent it to you about Strickland. Con,
I've heard.
did you see any of that online about Strickland going off and defending the Canadians?
No, I didn't see that.
No? Oh my gosh. You got to see it. Anyone
What
see
was it?
that? Hit me up in the comments live if you guys have seen that. It was uh it was interesting. He even called, but then I didn't like he called out St. Pierre. He's like, not even GSP fought for you guys the way I am. Yeah, but you know what? COVID wasn't around then either. So, what else? What else are you gonna do? He can't say that he wasn't there when there wasn't anything to be there for at the time. But yeah, he always mentions on podcasts about the truckers. He always mentions all those things. Stands up for us, apparently. But who do you think is going to win? Khan? Mr. Yukon? Who do you think is going to, win the fight?
I only know Strickland. I haven't been in the UFC for long enough to
Only
know.
since we've been hanging out, I guess, because ever
Yeah, so like
since this
wouldn't
guy
be
went
him.
crypto bullish, I just snuck him up to all the UFCs. Hey, we
Yeah,
have UFC,
and
we have
then
people over for UFC. Come over.
yeah, and then for humor, just a while ago, you just mentioned that Strickland was going to win, so I brought
Oh,
that
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You messaged that one guy.
yeah, that guy, that guy.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. It's Friday. Um, we have a crypto meetup in about 10 minutes. So Whale Mob and blue collar crypto people that are going or on their way to the crypto meetup, don't worry, we'll be there. We'll be there for the second half right after this live. This live is brought to you by Princess, the creator of JT Bit and Golden Dragon Token. She wanted us to prepare the Filipino listeners, and obviously all the listeners, the Canadian listeners, but these blue collar Filipinos need help in finding entry positions. And as our creator is a chartist, and I'm a chartist, Yukon Crypto's a chartist, there's time right now for things to coil up and go, or maybe we still got to wait and maybe there's going to be more downward action. So, we're going to help you guys find some possible entry points. But first, I want to break down the easiest thing. So, if you've been in crypto for a while, this part's not going to be for you. But even for me, I've been in crypto for two bull runs now. I still love all the basics. I still love listening to easy fundamentals and things that I see in a different way. Probably the second time I see it around, fourth time I see it around. So this is going to be about candles. Everyone sees us charting, sees, okay, we have the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the daily chart, drawing trend lines on these candles. Well, what does it mean? So I'm going to break it down for our blue collar crypto listeners the best way I can on how these make sense. Now, if you see my bullish candle, which is the green candle, this part is the wick, obviously, in a candle looking thing. This would obviously be a wick. So this represents the highest point in this candle. Let's say this is a 1 hour candle. So as trading happens in this 1 hour, this is the highest price during the trading it was, and this is the lowest price during this 1 hour that it hit. The body is made up of this was when it opened. So I'll explain this when I actually open a chart, but the candle previous was drawn here, right where it actually says open. And when this candle started to develop, it started to come up green. Now it closed here. So it's not the highest that it was bought at. It was, you know, it the candle closed at this mark. Meaning at the when it went 59, for minutes, 1 hour, boom, then the next one. So it let's say the next one was bearish, it would just open here right at the same line that this one closed, and it would start to come down. This again would be the highest price of the red closing candle, and this would be the lowest. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let's actually see it. I wanted to see it here. All right. So if you look on the chart here, this red candle, this long one here, it closes at, what are these? These are 15-minute candles. So the next 15 minutes, it continued its downward trend. You can see the red wick here. It popped up, but it came right back down. Same thing here. So it closed here. This one opened, and you can see it live that it's actually still moving. It's a bit of reversal on a 15-minute. That would be a quick, high risk trade there. Con, do you ever trade on these 15-minute candles?
The
It's
15
kind of
minute
it,
came.
it's kind of risky.
Yeah, no, I had to unmute because I was doing something.
Oh, sorry, no problem, no problem.
Okay, okay. Yes, I do trade the 15 minutes because some of the charts, like I find that when they're like under $1 in the sense, it's hard to read the information on the larger time frames. So and I also use the 15 minute to find entry and stop losses.
Huh. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that would be good for stop losses for sure.
yeah. Sometimes the stop loss that I put in is like it's just way there's too much risk. Like it may look like a little bit, but after you put it in, it's like 50%. So so I like to aim for like around 30% just to give myself some room. But like I think 50 sometimes it's just a bit much. So I would head down to the previous, I mean, sorry, I would head down to the 15-minute chart and look for a lower low if I was trading the uptrend. I would look for a region under the previous lower low, or if I'm shorting, then I'll look for the previous higher high or above the previous higher high. So like normally if it comes back up, it goes by like price action. So it'll go to like the most recent price area that it last stopped at. Makes sense.
Yep. I think that's a good way to put it. Um
Yeah.
let me I'll put you on for your entries in a second. I just want to give a quick shout out to Jay on the Whale Mob who sends us our alpha. He's part of our research team in the morning. Bro, I appreciate you probably saw the message that Yukon Crypto and Crypto G are going live. at 9:40, and then all of a sudden, the research team went crazy. Guys, it was all good. You guys weren't ready for that one. I appreciate everything that was sent through, though. There's one thing, I mean, it's all good, Crypto Alpha. We'll probably go over it later on today or tomorrow. But the one thing I wanted to share that he actually put on there was about Elon Musk, because we did talk about it the other day on the live on X, that his troll token was taking off because that was going to be a different way for him to uh, like as a payment process to pay his influencers, or just as a its own currency. And now we just saw news that he says he's going to replace PayPal and Visa and the rest of them on X with his new crypto. So you just have to basically, if you want to purchase or move funds on X, you would have to buy into Troll, I'm guessing, or whatever crypto friendly ones are available, probably BTC and Doge, because he's a big Doge fan. Um, I think that's it. I do have a bit of a presentation at the end, but we do have to help lahat ng Pilipino sa team dyan sa Pilipinas. This is your time. This is your moment to find good entries and get ready for the bull run. These entries don't have to be futures or with leverage. These could all can just be spot entries. Okay. This isn't financial advice. We're not financial advisors. This is just crypto and how it works for us at Blue Collar Crypto. We're doing it full time. You guys should check out our course, quicklearncrypto.com. Sorry. And hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification, because every time we're live, then you guys can come on. All right. Pardon me. Okay, Con, can you give us some entry positions? I'm losing myself a little bit here.
Yep. Okay, so share screen. All right. So we got the BTC chart up, and BTC's been on this in a bearish flag since yesterday, and it's finally broken out like about 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago out of this flag. And and the candle hasn't closed yet. So I would you can put entry in right now to for a short, and stop loss above this triangle. And then I'm not we're gonna wait until it breaks the 4406 zone to see if it's coming down. So if it this would be a support zone for this flag, but it needs to pass this 4,600 zone for it to make its next movement downwards. So I would say the next price area that it may hit would be the 39,800, and then after that would be 38,900. But like I would I would wait for the candle to close first to see where it goes next, because at this rate it could stop at the support zone and continue its consolidation. So let's see the other one. And then dominance is still currently in a flag. It looks like it's coming down to support and is about to break out. So it hasn't in the 4 hour. Yeah, it's coming close to the support. And yeah, so once BTC dominance breaks out out of the flag and heads downwards in a bearish movement. Normally, money flows into the alts, but the problem is that since BTC is heading down as well, the whole market's coming down. So that that will cause the alt to go down as well. So until that happens, I I'm not really trading alts at the moment. There are a few alts that have moved, but let's just check them out. Like Link came up. So Link currently on an uptrend, and it looks like it's making a corrective move right now. I would put I would take entry here. So something like this. Okay, so normally anytime, so first thing you want to look for when you're trading is that you want to look for the what the overall chart looks like, and then find a level of support and resistance. So like for this link chart that I have here, you want to find like a major area of support, like a range high and a range low where where the market is moving in between. So here I have the link chart, and we have a high at 17, around the 17, say $17.40, and it ranges down to around 12.75. So so we have resistance at the top and support at the bottom. So that's the area that is ranging in between. So that's the area that I'd be trading. And I find that a lot of times the market would move in between the range. So go from resistance to support, and from support to resistance again. So I would trade in between those ranges. So after you find the major support and major resistance and major support area, I would head down to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart just gives me uh an area of interest that I want to focus on. So with the 4-hour, and I use RSI. So RSI will tell you where there's an area of an overbought area and an oversold area. So like so if so with the 4-hour chart, it'll give you information for the next 2 to 4 days or even more. It depends how far your ranges are from support and resistance. So right now, what I see is I see an uptrend. And how do I know it's an uptrend? Because the the movement of the price is upwards. So this would be an uptrend. And an uptrend is, of course, your higher highs and your higher lows, and higher highs and higher lows. And another way to identify uptrend is when you have uh, bullish candles dominating your bearish candles. So if you're still on default settings, then it'd be your green candles are dominating your red candles. So my green candles are my blue ones, and my red ones are my black ones. So and and when it's an uptrend, your impulse moves are your green candles, which is your impulse moves are the movements that move up. So every time the market makes an impulse move, it has to make a corrective move. So there's a bunch of buy orders in place, and then there's a sell orders. People are taking profit, or they're buying low and then selling high. So here, as of right now, what I find is that the market is on length, the market is correcting. So there's a saying that goes, the trend is your friend until the end, and you always want to trade with the trend. So if the market is moving up, you always want to trade with the market. So like if you're a true Degen, you would probably take every possible chance you get, every possible chance that you can find. So here, as of right now, the market, it looks like it's making a corrective move, and you can trade. Let me just move this out of the place. You can take a short here and then ride it down to back to the trend line, the upwards trend line. And it doesn't look like, if you want more information to confirm that it's coming down, what you can do is head down to the 1 hour. So I use the 4 hour along with the 1 hour a lot of times. So the 4 hour will show me what's an area of interest of what I want to do. So I would head down to the 1 hour and I'll check for more information. And the RSI normally on the 1 hour would be pointing down. So if the RSI on the 4 hour pointing up, normally on the 1 hour will be pointing down. So the movement will be downwards. So it lets me know that since it's at an overbought zone here, then we have this much movement this much movement to get to the oversold. So which means you're looking at something like this. And normally the trend continues, so it would come down to support. It might dip down lower. If it dip down lower, that's all right. What you can do is move your trend line like this. But like if it dips down even lower than your previous low, which is uh previous low would be this one right here. If it dips down lower than that, then it's a breaker trend. But let's just let's just keep on the uptrend right now. So I would put in an entry for a short that will look something like this with stop loss up here. And then I'd write it down to about this region. I wouldn't go down all the way to the support zone, because you can, but if you're not monitoring it, I would just put it here. I would put it like above the support zone. Like you can even put your stop loss a little bit higher and then a little bit lower, something like this. Depends on your risks. And then, or if you don't want to make this trade, what you can do is put in a limit order. I would put a limit order on support somewhere. Like you can do a stagger formation. You can put one entry here, another entry here, and another entry here, and then I would put my stop loss at the previous low. So I was this would be the previous low. So you want to go a little bit under that previous low. So if it comes down, a lot of times I find that when it comes down, it won't come down as far as the previous low. It'll come down like close, like maybe like a hair away. If you're looking at like the 1 hour, it'll be like a hair away. And then what that does, it continues the uptrend. So it looks something. So it'll come down, and it'll go back and it bounces back up. So as long as the next low that happens is still higher than the previous low, then the trend continues. So yeah, so I put an entry here, and then so it'll look something like this. And I'll ride it up to the next price action area, which is price. Okay, so blur. Here is an example of a trade that I made yesterday. So I made a trade yesterday here on blur on the 15-minute chart, and then I put an entry here, and then before bed I put another limit order down here with my stop loss both down in this area, and I woke up to all of this. And then so what I did is I moved my stop loss up to this area, but another higher high didn't form. I was looking forward for it to come back up, break out of this triangle and continue the trend back up, but it never did that. It just formed. It broke out of that triangle, that wedge pattern. Um, had a fake out, came back down, and then because I moved my stop loss up, I was able to take some profit rather than having it come down and lose it all. So blur, I'll go back to the 4 hour again. See where is it at on the 4 hour? Come down. Okay, I wouldn't trade that. Oh, that's a massive dip. Yeah, so with BTC coming down, then many of the alts would be coming down too. So with, let's see, with here we got what it looks like is it's like a double top pattern reversal, retest it. So I would with this heavy bearish candle, what I would do is you can put an entry for a short here. With the RSI coming to the bottom. It'll likely come down to support here, make a retest the 6-1, come back up, retest around the 618, and then come down again. So I would try for an entry around the 4.14 region. So something for a short. So something like this. right it down to here. You can take this, or you can take it down to another level down here. Solana. Solana broke out. See what Solana is doing. Solana just broke out, so you can still grab entry. I'll do like a market order and I'll take it to here. Stop loss here. Yeah, so I put a market order in around here, write this down to the 86 mark with a stop loss around the 93 zone. And so earlier I was mentioning that I would put my stop loss at the previous higher low, which is so if you're making it short, you would go to the previous higher low, which was this region right here. So as a downtrend would be, it will go lower high to another lower high to another low high. So you always want to play it like above. So if the price were to travel back up, you have some it'll stop at the previous lower high before it goes to the next one. So it'll likely hit the previous lower high and then bounce off of that and then come back down. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is what my TA has helped me do. Um, so let's check. Let's see. So Phantom looks like it's sitting on support. Let's break out. Where's that? Where's that at the bottom? Let's check what total three is doing. Total three. ETH. All right. ETH. Here's no. ETH looks like it's ready to break out of the bearish flag here. So for ETH, I would put entry for ETH outside of the flag, so that once it comes down, it breaks out of the support and it'll pick up. So I would put an entry here at the 2464. Stop loss just above the resistance here. Write it down to this area. Right, take profit 23.87. let's see the one on.
Now he's moving on to Mana, Decentraland.
Man in Decentraland. See 4 hours in.
So he's
Yeah,
finding a new trend line.
yeah. So mana it dipped down and it came back up, and then it did a big breakout. So it's coming back down.
And now we switch to the 1 hour.
Yes, which double bottom reversal came back up. Hit a support area and it's coming back down. So it looks like, let me just zoom out for a sec. So I was looking at mana earlier, and I see an uptrend here. Although it just like it went up, it went sideways, and it dipped back down and it came back up. And the reason I see the uptrend is, again, we see a lot of bullish candles and there's still an upwards movement. So went up, corrected, and went up, another wave up, and then it consolidated sideways for a little bit, and it broke out and dipped down. But this lower low is still higher than the previous low. So basically the upwards trend still continues. And with this fake out on
Rejection.
the, yeah, rejection, it dipped down. So, but then if you're looking for entry on the 1 hour, the 1 hour shows it's heading back up. So with that hammer candle, so it looks like it may come back up and come back up to support. It might try for another wave upwards for the uptrend. But based on with all the price action that's happening right now, there's a possibility it can just consolidate sideways. But if you're looking for a short entry, I would go for a short long position from here to the resistance zone at the 47 cents. So it looks something like this. Stop loss just below that wick up here. You can take it up here to the next price action level at 49 cents, but just keep in mind that it may consolidate for a little while in between this range between the 45 cents to the 47 cents. So I normally, when I put in my stop loss, I would go for like the next one up. So which would be this area right here. But if I put the fib on it, so ranging from this area, so if I put the fib on it, ranging from the last zone of where the price is coming from. So it would start right here at the 45 and head up to this resistance area. So I take the fib and I run it from the top to the bottom, and it'll give me the next golden zone, golden pocket. which is the area where a lot of the prices are the market moves to. Like the 618, it's a golden pocket. I don't know why, but that's the that's the jackpot area. So sandbox, what sandbox? I'm
How you doing there, Con?
doing all right. Just checking it out. Sand,
Let the viewers know what you're doing while you're doing
yeah,
it.
yes, yeah. So sandbox kind of looks like the mana chart. It bounced off support and came had to move upwards and consolidate sideways, and it recently broke out of the uptrend here, but it came down and that low isn't lower than the previous low. So I would say that the trend continues. Let's see what it does on the 1 hour here. What else? I want to put a so it broke out and came down and formed a flag, a bearish flag. So there isn't a trade here. I wouldn't trade this based on the I don't see a possible trade here, so I would move on to the next one. So let's see. Is there anyone you want me to look at, Gary?
No, I think that was good. That was even a little more advanced for the Philippine crew, but
Yeah, yeah,
we'll try to break it down a little more for them. I think that was more Will Mob Degen, like, which
yeah.
is totally fine. That's what happens. See what happens when you get so into charting. It's hard to break it down even simpler, but I get it. It's all good. Those are all wicked trades. So, people in the Philippines that were tuning in, if those are a little hard to understand, then definitely message us on the JT Bit group chat, and we'll break it down for you. Yukon Crypto is on those as well. Um, well, Yukon, I guess we should get ready. I'll meet you shortly, and we'll go up to the crypto meetup. I guess you guys are all at Williams at the moment, so we'll get ready and see you guys shortly. All right, Con, I'll see you in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that.
Sounds
All right,
good.
bro. Thanks again for the charting. Princess, let us know if it was a little too advanced or not, and we'll we'll change it if it's a little. We'll slow it down a little bit if it is. Okay. Uh, yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you in about 10 minutes, bro.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it. I wanted to this is gonna be tough for me, but I have to do it. I have to. We have a friend that needs help. This channel, this course wouldn't be what it is without this person. He was our coder and one of the creators of quicklearncrypto.com, and he was here from the beginning of Blue Collar Crypto. He don't see him much. He stays behind the scenes, making sure that everything works and is in order for us when it comes to the course. Um, he's not doing well, and it sucks because we've been waiting so long for this moment where our project is about to launch, and it feels so unfair that he's fighting for his life. We fought so hard to get the project to finish. It's it's done. A couple of weeks, everyone's life is going to change, and I don't know if his will. So this isn't crypto. This is just a friend that wants help to pray for his friend.
But thanks for sharing that, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't known Sonny for a long time, but like he's the most down to earth person, one of the most down to earth person people that I've ever met. And
And you know, one thing with Sonny is with everything that's happening, he wouldn't renounce God for it either. He wouldn't blame him. That's one thing that Sonny and I shared was our faith. So I'm gonna try to see him in the ICU today. So for the whale mob, for our friends at Blue Collar Crypto, if you can send out a prayer for Sonny and his recovery, that'd be great. It's Crypto G, Blue Collar Crypto. We'll see you soon.